Step number 2 on the independent practice today was this one. So the first step, again, you look at the equations and decide which one is easier to manipulate so you can have one variable equals and then everything else. You start it with that. Over here, I noticed the second one would be easier because x is already here by itself. All I have to do is move the y over. So I'm going to start with this one and solve for x. So all I have to do is move the 2y over, and I have my x equals 13 plus 2y. Okay, so now I have what x equals to on this one. So from there, now I'm going to take my first equation and instead of x, I am going to substitute in the value that I just found x to be. Okay, so I'm going to write 5 parentheses okay, and now I'm going to just do regular equation stuff. So my first step would be to distribute the 5 in. Okay, so I have to multiply first 5 times 13, and that gives me 65, and 5 times 2y, and that gives me 10y. And I just bring this one down, nothing happened to it. Remember, only these two are being multiplied. From this step now, I'm going to combine like terms on the left side since there's a lot of stuff that we can combine. The y's, okay, they're both positive, so you just add them together. Nothing happens to the 65, and I have 15y equals 20. Okay, so now I'm going to solve for y. So my first step here is to get rid of the 65 so that I have this alone. So 15y equals negative 45. Okay, and then my last step here would be to divide by 15 so that I have y alone. So y equals a negative 3. So now that I have the value of y, negative 3, I'm going to come over here and sub it in again to this one. So x equals 13 plus 2 times negative 3, because that is the value of y. Okay, and then now I'm going to solve for that. Okay, so 13 minus 6 would give me the value of x, so x equals 7. And now I have both values. And now your last step would be to put that in the calculator and verify if that is correct. If 5 times, we can take this one right here, 5 times 7 is 35, plus 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. 35 minus 15 equals 20, yes. Over here, 7 and negative 2 times negative 3 gives me positive 6. Okay, so does 5 plus 6 give me 13? Yes. Okay. I'm sorry, not 5, 7. 7 plus 6 give me 13, yes. Okay. So in other words, I'm plugging in the values to check if these two are correct. So I'm checking for my answers. During class and on the test, you have the calculator, so you would enter it as is, but instead of x and y, you would put in times, like 5 times 7 and 5 times negative 3 and equals 20, and the calculator will tell you true or false. Same thing with the second one. If it gives you true for both, that means these two answers are correct. So the answer to the system of equations here would be 7, negative 3, or x equals 7, y equals negative 3.